tree.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant.
It's cool. Okay, enemy indicators. Compass. Camera, field of view. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Sharpening. Finding limit. 60 FPS. Accessibility. QT auto complete. Subtitles. Media. Let's make it large. Let's make it. Color should I make it? I think I should make it yellow.
Encode your DNA.
Go with the raccoon.
Define your genetic structure.
That's actually pretty funny. Okay, so we got Fido, Neely, Judd. I don't know why this is hilarious though. And this tail gets small. I really don't know what I want to build. I think I'm gonna go with health and new. I think I'll just leave it balanced.
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Mercenary. Deadeye.
So I'll go with this one.
Deadeye chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Dark Riders, Reflect Power, Calming Light, Blue, Freedom, and Loyalty. Let's go with the evil side.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Moment of Darkness.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Somewhat dark. So this will be the dark side.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Damn. Good. Oh, I gotta time it. Oh, that's just like in the cutscene. That's pretty dope.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. Chop chop! Stay on target. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Umgangstrend. Upgrade. Select close combat or range. Circle, square, and R2. That's cool.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Dead. Hold on to that.
On. Mutations, collect, okay. It's bioblobs, special powers. So how do I take up?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
From the past ideas are scattered around the world. Some up in the past while other features different rewards. Just switch nodes. Okay. First to use the rotate. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position and must be rotating to complete the puzzle. One ladder moves before them may have some consequences. Ooh. Oh, okay, it's just pretty easy.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
I thought I had to figure it out myself.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
I don't know if I have enough moves. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I do have enough.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
For the camera, enemy attack, stun the enemy stars. Yeah, I know.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. On guard. Flash the slash. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheel.
Hey Sam,
Backup
how's it going, man? Been a while since
That's
we
a
last
good
talked.
find. At least you're not coming out of this empty-handed.
Obviously. Always want to loot. Really? Can't get up on there? I'm doing good. Doing really good. Just playing some Biomutant.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Give me a second, I want to talk over this, the dialogue.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Alright, so before I continue on, I'm gonna reply to your comments. I'm still working on the platinum. I just have to, break the windows, destroy those bobbleheads, and find all the files, and I still have to get S ranking on, the S ranking on, Mercenaries. So far I got 5 out of 8 on double S. One of them has triple S. As for the trophies that I was supposed to pump out the videos, my computer's been having problems, so it's like really slow and it's screwing up with my, But anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna be playing COD. Maybe it depends on what time my friends want to get on. But I'm just playing this to pass the time until Ratchet & Clank comes out. And I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of making trophy videos like I used to until I could get an upgrade, I'm gonna use my capture card and it's basically be live stream. It's basically gonna be like a raw footage, unedited, and it's probably gonna be like maybe 2-3 hours of me just going around unlocking trophies, and I'll just put the timestamp, and you guys can watch it there and see if this is the way to unlock it. Because like I said, I've been having a hard time editing my videos because it's so freaking slow, and yeah, it's just giving me problems. Like, I had to surf through 6 hours of content, and then every time I skip a frame, my computer would lag for some strange reason. By the way, the audio is amazing. Oh, it's because I'm using a Platinum wireless headset instead of the 3D Post headset. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that headset I was using.
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Oh, we're going back in time? Oh, okay. So I just did the good side. Oh. I should have picked the bad side, but whatever. God, this game is gorgeous. Oh my god.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here.
Oh, sweet. Thanks for the heads up. I didn't know that State of Play was coming out in a couple of days. And we're finally gonna get to see some Horizon Forbidden West. Dude, I'm so pumped for that game. I wonder if they're gonna give us the release date. Yo, why do we have fawns in this game? That's funny. I don't think she cares. I hope I told her. Alright, ask if you're tired as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you're here. I don't think she cares.
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Mooma's love.
Nah, I'm becoming pure evil.
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Oh no, please. Stop with the remaster. I'm sorry, but I'm one of those people that just like when I found out that The Last of Us 1 is getting remade, I'm like, why? Why? One, it's a waste of time and resources. No, I don't really like the direction that Sony is going, pumping out these remasters for PlayStation 5. Like, there's nothing wrong with the PlayStation 4 versions. If you're gonna remaster a game or remake a game, it has to be from like PlayStation or PlayStation 2. The game has to be at least like maybe 10, but people are gonna get it, right? I honestly don't even know, man. There are fans out there that it will, but it would be better if it was just a free upgrade to
Magic.
PlayStation
He
5.
claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come
dialogue
out
in
of
this
hiding.
game. I mean, yeah, I do want the Resident Evil 1 to be remade. Yes, I agree with you with that, because that game is pretty old. But, look, I won't have a problem if Horizon Zero Dawn gets remade or remastered. As long as it's free upgrade to PlayStation 5, I'll be okay with that. But if they're gonna pull a Spider-Man remaster to charge you like $20, I'm just like, bro. No. Because there are some PlayStation 4 titles that are getting free upgrades to PlayStation 5. And then on top of that, they're also pumping out updates, which gives you like better performance. Oh, speaking of upgrades, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is getting a free upgrade to PlayStation 5 with 4K HDR, ray tracing, 60 FPS. So that's what I'm talking about. As long as you give it to us for free, I'd be happy. But if you're gonna charge me for an upgrade, nah, I don't like that. But hey, to each their own. But I wouldn't doubt that people will buy it. If you want to buy it, that's perfectly fine. That's your own money. I can't tell you what you can and can't do. But I just think it's a waste of time. Because I'd rather have a developer. Wait, hold on, let me read that. Is the upgrade already out for Star Wars? No, not yet. It's gonna be coming out, I think, this summer. Sometime this year. I think Cyberpunk is probably gonna be fixed in, I think, either September or October. Wait, what do I do? Oh.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Yeah, the only thing they did was just update it. Gave us 60 FPS. That was it. But yeah, I was expecting Last of Us Part 2 to be a free upgrade to PlayStation 5, but no, we got was just a performance update. Penson's plea will grow strong enough.
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Alright, give me a second. Because there's so much dialogue. Okay, so the reason why Xbox One's better on... Biomutant one's better on a game kind of normal, right? When you gotta hear a narrator, and then... Yeah, I know. Especially when I'm trying to talk to you, and I just don't want to, you know, have my voice over... what you call it? But yeah, I was gonna explain why Biomutant one's better on the Xbox. Because this game was built ground up for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's not really optimized for PlayStation 5. But you also got to take it into consideration that Xbox One X is better than a PlayStation 4 Pro. So, of course, you're going to expect that some PlayStation 4 and Xbox One games will always run better than PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, if this game was built ground up for PlayStation 5 and Series X, the two would be on par.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Yes, Stefan's is impressed with me. He should go, hey!
He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
Can I find them?
They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Yeah, there are a small team. Alright, so I know I can't go in the water, I died. But yeah, it is a small team, and they probably had very little... His voice is so annoying. Yeah, he speaks a little slow, he should talk a little faster. But this whole game is basically narrated. But it's kind of cool if you think about it, because you know he actually dreamed about this and turned his dream into a reality and made this game.
Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no
That's
reason to
what's up,
doubt.
man. That's what's up. When you're getting
From
it.
this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Shiny cares about Kung Fu. I shouldn't make a word.
That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined.
I guess we're done with the past.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain.
Oh, he's the funds
The
guy.
tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic
Dialogue is
evolution that
hilarious.
occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive.
Oh, jeez, a big map.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Okay, that is a big map.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route.
Oh, it's not that big.
Noko has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Okay.
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majut, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Alright, there's a lot of dialogue. And that is bunker.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
That's why I couldn't climb up on the roof. Why do you sound like R2-D2?
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Okay, I guess I'll take back what I said. This game is big.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Okay, that makes sense because that's how you mark your territory. I wasn't expecting that, but that was pretty funny. X spot, place waypoint, you are here. Okay, this is a decently big map.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
In balance is 2 halves that completes a whole list of fields to all things. At times you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few of those who always act in the same manner.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interact with the captains. PSI shrines reward for PSI points that you can use to allow psionic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached required dark or light in the balances.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Yeah, I'll help him.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
I'm only accepting it because I
That's a
could go
spark of light in you!
too much of that.
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Now take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Getting a PSI point used to unlock powers and limitations menu. Some powers are locked by aura score, meaning that your PSI points can only unlock powers of the same color as your current aura, or those without color.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Fabobe, mok kofa, yeah, mufurbo, boom.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby.
Fabobe,
Okay.
mok kofar.
The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
Kuchai, ifar, befar, atu, awa, ya, ya.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
Okay.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Nuekek, ujbar, no barkek.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Toledrea, ya maulo, ya you mawa.
He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Ya lawa wat nawa.
Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe.
Loa tolu to chintuata moti huasa.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Tolu mawawanya.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Narconia state a quest of Shaman and Johnny. Yeah, I'm taking the dark side. Choose blaze. Press down to input. You have bound. Gates will launch forward and leave a trail far behind. Hold on, okay, gotcha.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Take the bridge.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
Ha ha.
Personal. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Smarten up. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He can see you're a free spirit, so he'll let you in. The Sifu is always interested in meeting someone open to joining their cause.
Zata idzie mój do tloho. Kariesne stance. Paro, ja put i
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Tel novazi ale dlohodo is the moi
The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
tank zata perfetta.
The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself.
Tank ives yeti reklidekli. Patafu uflete.
He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here.
Zivot ives yeti reklidekli.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
Zivot yeti rekli vlada.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Apinos nestats ne okoni. Novi.
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain.
Apinos mali nuzamit na oko onis poloknost.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Mali nuzat zum ilam dat nete.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life.
Apinosko na oko kiza ite reki.
He wasn't sure you'd do that, but it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. That's a sign of strength.
Zum ilam dat netskuni zivo.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
Inatkaries nestatse skuni.
The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and a code of honor, but uniting the tribes and saving the Tree of Life won't change anything. You must stop living in the past.
Otolo.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
Unavoch ni dloho.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Maybe iglezet totloho.
Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up to you.
Ale donzatne mi bira.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Nales starida.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Donzat pusisi nales staridat.
The only kin who count are the kin that are left standing at the end of the war. Let's focus on making that our kin, not theirs. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Dada odlisen in your way. Igles moy toksevra.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait. He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost. Unless we work to save the tree, it won't look so perfect for much longer. Understands you have other places you need to go. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Oh.
You've got more than a flesh wound. Whoosh! Your key energy is too low.
Damn.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Oh, that's such bullshit. Yeah, okay.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
So toss me.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
She's pissed.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. She wants you to understand that whatever path you choose in life, you must stay true to yourself.
And then you want me to follow your path. That makes no sense.
They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
Ooh, it also is a bully. Damn. Yeah, okay. Oh, took my weapon.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. She said it before. Wang Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind strong and clear.
Okay.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
That's kind of funny.
Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Make it quick.
He'll leave the quick part to you. You're the martial artist, after all. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you've found. He's gathered so much over the years, and it's hard to remember everything. Nothing's wrong with his memory. It's just short. He can work wonders with pretty much anything, and asks if you know how to upcycle. Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next. He says it's about time you learn how, and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Okay. Found add-ons. This can craft them to increase the stats. To upgrade armor and clothing, select a slot and add on to plus scrap.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the traditional outfit. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Says being on time would be better yet. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. You might not be ready to take on someone with smarts yet.
Hahaha. There you go.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Reminds you that the best way to get someone to do things is for you to thank them.
Ah, gave me a little cricket. It sounds like R2-D2. Hey, come here.
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Figuring that out is half the fun. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Okay.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Well, that grasshopper should be
Nothing could
useful.
stop Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Oh.
That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her. She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Oh, Jesus. Give me time to... Damn, I'm getting my ass kicked. Come here. Stop walking away. Come here.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Damn. That's sad.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
That sucks.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about.
Oh, damn.
What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
That sucks.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You've already drained yourself. It was harder than expected to take down the Fluff Hulk. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. Mercy is for the weak. The Jagni tribe seek no one's sympathy.
Oh, I can interact.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Slash. Never know what's hiding out in the dark. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried. A flush stool from the back in time. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool.
Oh, damn. Oh, that was easy.
That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away.
I can't equip that. I need to be level 30.
This corner of the world is called Bricktown. Darkness makes you miss the light. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open.
Nice. Oh.
Smirked! Shouldn't take much more. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Itchy trigger finger.
Yo, let's go Beltway.
You always find good use for things like that. Right between the eyes. You're in pain.
Sorry.
Let's see. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad.
Oh.
Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames.
Find a biocontaminated container, collect the bioblobs, and use these to unlock mutations.
Might not need that now, but you will later.
I'm gonna get help.
Feels good.
Oh, that's cool. I'll take them. Hey, what's up? Huh, I know.
It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin.
Oh, it's him.
I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle.
That he did.
Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. It carries so much hate, and its insatiable hunger has only increased over the years since it claimed revenge on your parents. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction? Figures you're either a rare person or a good liar. Maybe both. Sad to see the Tree of Life is going to die and take everything with it, but it's not like he didn't expect it. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had.
God, he talks so
Wonders
much.
if you liked working with the Jagni. They always hunker down in their homes, gathering their things around them.
I like shiny things.
Says things are important, but life's maybe a lot more so. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now.
Yeah, that's the kind of build I'm trying to go
He
with.
can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough. If you can see past the blue color, that is.
Alright. Yeah, that's the kind of build I'm trying to do. I want to have like speed, health, and strength. Like that's mostly what I want to balance towards. I want to have like really high speed. But for now, it seems like I have to work towards health because I take a lot of damage. But I'm also trying to be the dark side. For some strange reason, I've been taking a lot of discovered hazards on these homes. So fast areas covered in deadly hazards. You can only withstand the hazard for so long before it kills you, so be careful. Hazards come with several types. Given the resistance you choose during character creation to determine how long you can survive. So this is poison, I think. Yeah, I don't...
The tribes need someone to unite them.
Oh, it's oxygen. That's 4,000 meters away.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.
Yeah, no, can't do it. I said oxygen suits over here, I think. Oh, okay.
This box once tailed a chugger-chugger. Now it's just off track. Look at that! Right in the chug yard! Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures scattered all over the place. Of course not, but they get good work finding that track. They can
Talk so much. Alright. So if I follow the tracks, I'll find a little treasure. Once it's set across the bombs on impact, they each inflict damage. Nothing up here. So, side activity. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. Be careful and have a good day at work. See you, man.
The day is wasting. Time to get to it. Sharp. Not much left of that one. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Let's see. Never. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You really put a spin on it.
Oh, that's why I came from this area. Lots of loot in this place.
It's so vibrant out during daylight. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place.
Oh, that's funny. I've slimed it. Oh, okay. Gotta keep an eye on these things.
That's a myriad tribe outpost. perfect place for a fight.
Yeah, there's something behind the waterfall. I still can't swim. No. No.
That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Sand gets everywhere. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. Wonder if any of it matters now. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped clog the surf into goo. Toxanol didn't do it on purpose, I don't think. Their machines made a mess, though, and they never cleaned up after themselves. You should be able to find a track here. Just need to keep your eyes open. Let's see.
Hey, Tim.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together. He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. He's one of a kind. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that'll make you feel once you claimed it.
See? On my side. Go, Dark, go!
First instincts can be truly awful.
The fun thing is always the right thing.
Next time, look at it with a clear heart.
Darkly dark, dark.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Hit the open surf, then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new friends. Figures the world is a goner. Even the goo will go gone. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. They spend too much time nesting to do anything fun. Figures you must have met different Jagni than he has. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Subnautica station, as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit, so you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff.
Okay.
It's not that it won't keep your head above the surface, but it needs improving to carry you across the thick goo out by the Porky Puff.
It's pretty good. I'm not liking the dialogue so much. Guy fucking talks too much. Can't equip this because I need to be level 30. I want to scrap this because this is weak.
Don't let anything go to waste.
This one decreases my armor, but it gives me more health key. I'll equip that.
That's the good stuff.
No, I don't want to scrap it. No, I want to put an add on. Forgot how do you do that? Oh, you gotta go to craft. No, didn't know you could turn them off.
Looks snug.
But I'm definitely turning that off because I don't want to hear him talk too damn much. There we go. Okay. Really, that makes a tiny little sword. Um,
Hey, you found the track, even around all this goopy goo. Nothing escapes your... The surf here looked
and yet he
cleaner
still
when
talks
that
so
track
much.
was made. It wasn't... Glad you had the patience.
Thought I fixed that. Wow, still got a lot of ways to go to get to level 30. Whoa. I didn't realize how to balance myself. Okay. Probably not gonna have enough.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Which light? Press X to change colors. Switching color of one light will also change all the lights. Use the moves you want to make all the lights green. Let's go ahead and make this green. This green. No. There we go. Easy enough. Is that a new gun? And you did. Oh, we got a big guy. And there's a turret. Really? I want to go sneaky sneaky. Oh, that's how it is to go. Found a blue glide parts box. This box we found the mortar contains parts. Oh, I'm not worried about items. There we go. Walked right into that. Damn it. Damn it. Okay.
Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Alright. I'll go with health again.
Grin and bear it.
Mukamme. Saluja. Oh, tenko katian.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a
And yet he
and
still
a salvage
talks.
net, but no armor.
Sitting
and
there
an
telling me
engine
he could
strong
stop
enough
talking,
to
but he's
break
still
through
talking.
the thick goo further out.
Salvage that. Another pop.
You know me. Kawaida.
There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will...
Mavaniko mukamme. Pawanuika.
Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple.
Nangu.
The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surfipellet.
Mukamme.
This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks.
Daiki saluja. Azimbotalanti.
He only knows what's visible to the naked eye. Gulp is not much of a babbler.
That's sweet. Got a vehicle. Just another moment to try the goo glide. Click on left stick, customize, jumping units, compound.
Welcome to the Surfipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo.
How do I get off? There we go. I need this. That's pretty cool. Oh, horse. What do I need? Beaks. Yeah, we'll find that. Is that it?
That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean.
You find scrap totem, fast shoot your weapon and got materials. Okay. Oh. Oh shit. Ah. Where are you going? Why are you running away? Get back here! Come on! And he keeps grabbing me. Oh, that was nowhere near me, but okay. Killed him.
Thinks the world seems small. They saw a terror globus a while. Something like that might do a traveler like you some good. Claims it's a map of the... Says the terror globus. A world map. Most never wander out of their region, but you're ready to... Figures...
Yeah, might as well.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm actually right here.
You're poking around Pokbur, a prime village. Says they heard good things about you. Says you... Says you... Says the Sifu has ordered a cleansing fire to make room for something new and better to... Your orders are to wait for night to fall before you act. Setting the village on fire will send a message to your... The crop is scarce and dry ever since the plague started haunting the land. You shouldn't concern yourself. You've been instructed to use force if you meet resistance. You shouldn't be too eager.
Take that light!
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut.
See? The darkness lets you get away with anything.
Just remember, you can always find light in the dark.
Dark? When you already know you're right.
Alright, it's night time. Time to burn this place down. Let's do it. Actually, but before I do that, I'm gonna go over here.
This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for... Says it's both everything... Says... Wants to know if he could point you towards something fun to drink, so that you could share. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and says you should toast the end of the thinks it's funny you wound up with the Jagni. They drink so little, like birds. Says you'd be a...
There's a lot
Without
of
a
dialogue.
drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less... The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. He wants you to know he has other interests, too. He's the Surfipelagos. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you... They're better at floating than...
And then you tell me that he won't talk as much, but yet he's still talking after I turn all that off.
Feel...
We got... Fine. It's over there. Can I not? There we go.
The Quack Hollow. It's just lonely. Find a cable puzzle. It's connected 3 cables to different ports of the puzzle. Each port has positive or negative value. These values can be seen above or below the port. To successfully complete the puzzle, connect the cables so that they all add up to the amount shown on the bottom of the screen. To switch ports, use left stick and X to select. Okay, so... I'm confused. Connect all 3 cables to generate a value that matches the key at the bottom. So we got 4. So we need 10. Okay, so I gotta match up 10. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, okay, I gotta get 6. Gotcha. So that's 3 for 5. So that's 4.
Lockety-locked. Need the right key.
I finally got my head on. Oh, I thought the water was deep. Woo! I was close. Ooh, got something new. Is that a jackhammer? Oh, it's a sniper. That's why I equipped that bad boy. Oh, that's nice. It's a lot of ducks. I'm gonna go up top. There's gotta be some up there. Alright, gotta find... Nope, that's not high enough. Nope. Might be a way up there. Can't get up there. That's what I'm talking about. Give me more of this. Give myself more mutations.
You need to line up the switches so they match.
Oh, that's not good. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I got enough.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Oh shit. I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. Wait, can I
You need to
restart?
line up the switches so they match.
Oh, I really fucked up. Oh, that sucks. It's got a high attack speed, but the armor piece sucks. Has a high critical chance, and attack damage is weak. Damn, I fucked up on the
You need
switch.
to line up the switches so they match.
Man, it's done. I fucked up. Yep.
Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the
Okay,
switches so
good.
they match.
I can do it over again. That's good. I thought I was done. I thought once you screw up, that's it. You can't do it again.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Oh, I completed the error. Sweet. I know I have a bunch of quests to do. I have to wait till nighttime. Find some off water. She must upgrade the engine. Oh, okay. Why not destroy that? There we go. An illusion type.
It's a rare sight. Treasure it. Wildlife here is teetering on the brink of extinction. We all are. The meat-eater again. Nothing seems to satiate his hunger. The gnat is done for unless you intervene.
Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely intervening. I want that. That's mine. Leave it alone. Fights with me. Wow. Damn. Jesus is strong. Oh hell no, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, he's my new animal. I mount. You can move and shoot while I mounted. The mount will stay where you left off if you dismount. Acquire mounts appear in each slot. Blah blah blah. So he's pretty cool.
Says chatting with you makes the world seem bigger again. Wonders if you mapped out the Terra Globus yet. Says chatting with you makes the world... Says you've made a lot of enemies. Might be better to hide during the day. You can have respect. Says talking to you was... Says chatting with you makes...
What's that? Find a green leaf plant. Jump through the loop to collect the leaf. You can use that to buy things later. Green is the monetary currency. And oh, okay. That's cool. Mind if I do? Oh shit, that's not good. And I fucking drowned. That his name is fuck. Couldn't even spawn the freaking goose slide or whatever it is. Hey Jarvis, how's your day? God, the load times are ridiculous. What are you talking about? There's nothing over there. I'm trying to interact with that. I don't know why I can't interact with that. Oh, whatever.
Gulp says he'll... He's not in a state to go looking, so he's counting on you to help. Go find him a tanker truck and bring back some of that precious radium syrup. Please. Think...
Just got a trophy.
Shopperias like that used to have tons of things for sale, but most of it has gone missing over time. This gutway has centuries of old waste.
But there might be something around this area. Alright. Yeah, I'll see you later, man. so it looks like I can get some up here. No. And that.
Flex those smart muscles and open the hatch. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Looks like you gummed up the gears. No glow juice for you. Looks like you gummed up the gears. No glow juice for you. That should be enough glow juice for two.
Okay. Hey, Glunkus. You enjoying the stream? No, there was something up there. I'll go back and get it. That's awesome, man. I hope you like it. You're welcome. I got the loot I needed. This is the way out. That's someone.
Says it's bad enough the world's...
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Shoot
There's
me
a
a question.
creature named Brog. It would be a maze time if you could get Brog to leave them alone. Says it's hard to miss Brog. If you can't find Brog, look for their friend. Brog makes a mess of their days. Got to stop it.
Yeah, why? I mean, who doesn't like Dragon Ball Z?
Thanks you for doing the...
Damn, 4,000 meters? Not all of them, but some of them I have. But I did watch all the anime, all the episodes. From the rest and place you restore your health and kill just to pass time.
Whereabouts? The deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Came up empty. The Eastern World Eater is flat.
Civilians have information about secret locations nearby. You could try to ask for the information, but it's unlikely they'll give it up unless you make someone use of your main attributes. Chances are they'll give up the information is then much higher. But if you fail the check, you lose one of your attributes points.
Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Not sure if you're likable enough to be let in on it.
If you tell me about it, I won't tell anyone. I should better tell me before you get any secret safe from me. Trust me. So this has success chance.
Says you look trustworthy. Might as well.
Nice. I don't know, man. It's
Happy to have someone as tough.
It's been a long time since I watched the Dragon Ball Z movies, but the most recent one I watched was the Super. Dragon Ball Super with Goku and Vegeta and Broly and Frieza. I'm trying to remember. There's so many I watched. I don't, I don't really have a favorite, considering that I like them all. Well, what's your favorite? Okay, yeah, the one with Trunks. This is the one where he goes back in time? I mean, not
Something
back in
or
time.
someone has made a nest here.
Uh, not back in time. The one where he goes to his universe against the androids. Oh, I can't go there. It's too
It's a
cold.
cold zone. Even a thick coat of fur is enough to keep you warm here.
I have so much side quests to do. It's ridiculous. Look at all those green things. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I've seen that movie. It's pretty good. Oh, since you like Dragon Ball Z, they have I don't know if you played the game, but it's called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I think you'll like it.
Looks good.
I think I did. I'm not, like I said, I'm. It's been a long time. Movie. Wait, what do you mean? What movie? No, no need to be sorry. I was just trying to understand what you were talking about. The movie. Anytime, man. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Let's see if I can guess them all right. That'd be fun. I'll try to see if I can craft something new. Alright, it's gonna be fun. There we go. Time to craft me a new weapon.
Dinner.
Give me a second. I have to actually look at the computer to read that. Question one. In the beginning of the movie of Dragon Ball Z, the history of Trunks, why did Goku die of a heart virus and his Z fighters were all killed by the evil androids? Okay, in the beginning of the movie, the history of Trunks, why did Goku die of a heart virus and his Z fighters were all killed by the evil androids? What was it? Okay, so Goku was killed by the heart virus, and they killed him off because what's his name? I think his name is Dr. Gero. Dr. Gero wanted to eliminate Goku because he knows how powerful he is, and by eliminating Goku, makes it easier for androids 16, 17, and 18 to eliminate all the remaining Z warriors and basically take over the world. And that's why Trunks and Bulma were the ones that created the time travel to go, well, basically to travel back in time to warn Goku of the androids, creating this invisible heart virus that was injected into Goku by Airborne, I think it was, and it only infected him. But his timeline was different different than Goku's, so that's the reason why they killed him off. But it also changed the outcome of the timeline as well because of Cell. Cell was able to go back and use the time travel, and but we're not talking about the actual like the what you call it. I think that's the reason why they killed Goku, and that's pretty much their main goal. Am I correct or am I wrong? I'll save those for later. That's devastating. I was wrong. Oh, that's cool. I can actually. I can modify it. Make it even stronger. Oh, wait, didn't the androids kill Dr. Gero and take over the world themselves? I gotta save this game. Yo, Grungus, Jarvis, you want to continue this questionnaire of the movie a little later? Because I'm gonna go eat dinner, so I'm gonna end the stream. Alright, I should be back on streaming probably in about an hour or two. So I'll see you then.